Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. This is Engineer Suraj Singh speaking from Bharat India on this day, that is 23rd November 2023, Thursday, and this is around 12:57 p.m. This is my privilege to talk to you on this media. I used to talk generally on Facebook, but due to certain restrictions, Facebook is not capable for me, is not able for me to access it up to 16th of January 2023. I used to publish share on this screen share, but on the YouTube, the screen share is not possible because I don't use Windows 10. I'm talking about Palestine issue, Israel-Palestine issue, that war, which is now I think about 47th day. Of course, temporary ceasefire, ad hoc ceasefire, has been declared and agreed between two parties through media of state of Qatar and many other countries. And it is great. अच्छा लग रहा है कि करो कुछ तो हुआ, कुछ तो झगड़ा कम हो सकता है फ़लस्तीन की पब्लिक के बीच में और इसराइल के बीच में, चाहे स्टेट ऑफ कतार की वजह से हुआ या किसी और वजह से हुआ, कुछ और कंट्रीज हैं, 7-8 कंट्री जो बनी है रिजोल्यूशन के हिसाब से, जो रिजोल्यूशन इस्लामिक और अरब कंट्रीज के बीच में हुआ था 7 तारीख को, 7 ही 11 तारीख को, शायद 11 नवंबर को रियाद में जो बैठक हुई थी, कॉन्फ्रेंस हुई थी सारी 57 कंट्रीज की, उसमें जो रिजोल्यूशन होता है उससे कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस में ये temporary ceasefire or ad hoc ceasefire just for a couple of days, say 5 days, Israel has agreed and Hamas or Palestine army Hamas has agreed. Let us see what consequences happen. Whatever happen, I think shall not be final because it is a tragedy that people in many countries do not understand. This is fail to understand this in our country also, Bharat India. People could not understand clearly concept behind this. One, the government doesn't know about that. That unfortunately, our prime minister, our president, they are distant from this, and they should not be distant. But they have distanced themselves. So what is the reason behind that? I don't know, it's votes or something else, but they should be international. In fact, we should have world leaders with us. Unfortunately, in this case, this is, I think, at the most different case in world in recent history. You can say, forget Ukraine, forget other. This is a specific case where it has been waiting for about more than 7 decades. It's not like Kashmir, it's something else because Kashmir is not that similar problem because Kashmiri people have their own land. But here, Israelis people do not have their own land. They have occupied land of others. And that is the difference in this case. Israel is an occupier while Kashmir people are not occupier. They have their own land. So we can differentiate this way that Israel and Palestine issue is very much artificial. You can say it is you can say it's a designed issue. It has been very much designed, and it should not be allowed like this. It should not happen, but it happened. I'm not concerned about Jews. I'm not concerned about whatever other religion. What I am concerned is about humanity. मुझे इंसानियत से मतलब है. मुझे इस बात से कोई मतलब नहीं है कि जीव क्या करते हैं या दूसरे क्या करते हैं. उस बात से कोई लेना देना नहीं है. ना इस्लामिक क्या करते हैं या मसीहा क्या करते हैं, क्रिश्चियन क्या करते हैं. मुझे लेना देना इस बात से है, जो मेरी पर्सनल ओपिनियन है, जो मैं समझता हूँ कि इंसानियत या मानवता से बड़ा कोई धर्म दुनिया में होता नहीं है. क्योंकि मानवता तो आई है, ऊपर वाले ने दी है. जब बच्चा पैदा होता है तो मानव होता है. वो ना किसी धर्म का होता है ना किसी कास्ट का होता है, लेकिन बाद में उसको कास्ट या धर्म दिए जाते हैं. शरीर के हिसाब से कास्ट या धर्म शरीर के हिसाब से होते हैं, लेकिन मानवता आत्मा की होती है. जब भी हमें मानवता को डिफरेंस समझ, सबसे बड़ा कोई धर्म दुनिया में है तो वो मानवता का है, ह्यूमैनिटी का है. उससे बड़ा कोई धर्म ना हुआ है ना हो सकता है, चाहे वो, क्योंकि हम लोगों में फर्क इतना है जानवरों से या पक्षियों से दूसरों से. हम कुछ अधिक दिमाग रखते हैं और मन भी रखते हैं, लेकिन जानवर सिर्फ दिमाग इतना नहीं रखते, मन ज्यादा रखते हैं. एक दूसरे को मार सकते, सोचते नहीं है, लेकिन इंसान को सोचना चाहिए. Well, I'm not going to preach all this, a whole lot of people know, but here difference is misinformation dissemination. That is different. गलत सूचनाओं को प्रकाशित करना, फैलाना, जो कि दुनिया के बहुत से देश कर रहे हैं. हमारा देश भी उसमें शामिल है. यहाँ सवाल ये नहीं है कौन अरब है, कौन इस्लामिक है, कौन क्रिश्चियन है. ये बात से कोई लेना देना नहीं है. अगर यही बात किसी और कंट्री में होती तब भी यही बात कहते. यूक्रेन की और रशिया की बात अलग है. इट्स ऑल डिफरेंट. दैट्स समथिंग टू डू विद दिस. But here it is public issue. Israel and Palestine, as always I suggest, always I speak to you about that Israel and Palestine are two nations where Israel is official nation while Palestine is not a nation till now. It's just a society. No recognition has been given to it by Israel, and no recognition has been given to it by other countries formally. Of course, now some countries have given, but that's also only for namesake. Question is authority, power, empowerment of public of Palestine. Like our public has got constitution, like our people Bharat India have got government, executive, judiciary, and you can say other institutions, whatever constitutional or statutory or NGOs or whatever means they should have according to their rights, fundamental rights, natural rights. Like these people, around more than 5 million or 6 million, have missed that, and that's main point of concern. Israel is also more than 8 million, but they have every right, like we people have here, like Americans have, like you. Why Israelis have been deprived of their rights and privileges? That is first point of concern, which every country, every citizen of this world must have. If you are real citizen, if you are not closed eyes and closed mind, whatever you define as devotees or bhakts who cannot think, who cannot analyze. This is definition of bhakti. If you cannot analyze, if you cannot think, if you cannot have logical reason, then you can say anything without applying any mind. That is called bhakti, because you have to only have a belief or faith and not scientific system. If you believe in non-scientific system, you don't have any system. You do at this moment something and at the moment you do something else. That is called bhakti, which doesn't have any destination except that you have to be happy within yourself that okay, I am devotee of this, I am bhakti of this. Generally, this word is being used in our country, Bharat India, which is called bhakt, and particularly it is used specifically to Mr. Modi, who is Narendra Modi, Prime Minister of this country, and generally those who follow him blindly, they are called bhakts or blind bhakts or unbhakts. Similarly, people in Israel are Netanyahu bhakt, you can say at this moment. This end is Modi Bhakt and that end is Netanyahu Bhakt. But those people are little different. I cannot say all are that. Here, about 15% or 10 to 15% public and particularly of every age have designated themselves Modi Bhakt or blind Bhakt. Whatever character Modi has, whatever property Modi has, same property these Bhakt have. Modi cannot analyze, these people cannot analyze. Modi cannot think deeply, these people cannot think deeply. Modi cannot pinpoint, these people cannot pinpoint. Modi cannot foresee, these people cannot foresee. Whatever character one has, Modi talks a lot, these people talk a lot. Modi cannot attend questions and answers. Questions they cannot answer. Same way, these people cannot answer. They take questions, but they don't have any answer. If somebody asks them, tell me or give us 5 points which Modi has done in these 9 years or 10 years, these people don't tell anything. They don't have an answer. I'm not criticizing anybody here, just minded. Same thing happens there in Israel. So you can say there are two systems working. One is Israel system, other is the Bharat system. Both are in typical region and they are religion based and nothing else. Here they call Hindutva or Hinduism, which means only Brahman domination and Rajput domination, nothing else. It is not human domination. This is not Hindu religion domination. There is no Hindu religion. In fact, to be very frank, there is in fact no religion world like Hindu, but it is they now called Sanatan, and there is no religion Sanatan. But there is religion that is human religion, Manav religion. That is only religion in world which we respect. I respect. You should respect. Don't respect that you make mistake, because soul cannot be soul cannot be, you can say, eliminated from world, and soul is only power that lies within you, and everybody has got power of soul. If soul is respected, you use your soul energy, you can get more energy free of cost. It's like air. If you use air, you get more and more air. Same way, if you get soul energy, you can get, that's called a spirit in unit term, and that's very important. Same thing, Palestinian people are very much spiritual. I call them. I met many. I worked with many years. I understand that those people are very hardworking. Maybe Israelis are all hardworking. I cannot say that, but there is aim difference. You can say Israel is an occupier, and these people are suppressed one. They have lost their lands in the hands of Israel, and that's the only difference. You may call, oh, Israel had their 3,000 BMs. I'm not going to consider. I'm going to talk about current situation. UN agrees, and there's an agreement between two, and UN agreed that this portion, this percentage of land should go to Israel, and this percentage of land should go to Palestine, and remaining one Jerusalem area should remain with independent. That was that time agreement. But Israel got nationhood, Palestine got nothing. And that's only point in beginning in 1948. Before that, Jews were thrown out, the thrust out by Hitler, and these were not given any mercy, but they threw out few hundreds, and they reached this place. They were accommodated by Palestine society. At that time, whole Israel plus whatever Palestine now was Palestine. Those people supported those people who were aggrieved and sufferers, and they reached there were refugees. And these people condemned refugees, helped them, give them food, give them everything, whatever community permitted. And this, other than that, those people, many other from various parts of world reached there, and they got Israel set up by declaration. Before that was nation, Jews nation area or Jews national area, you can say. This was converted to Israel. You can go into history and check whatever maps are available. And that was really, of course, I said they got that. I fine, we agree. We are not saying that Israelis people should leave and go somewhere else, give land to Palestine. But whatever land Palestine has got, according to that right, they should get that one. If they don't get what, that's injustice, you can say. It will be called injustice. उसे हम कहेंगे अन्याय हो गया, अगर इसराइल वालों को इसराइल की लैंड मिल रही है और फिलिस्तीन वालों को फिलिस्तीन की लैंड नहीं मिल रही है, तो injustice है, अन्याय है, क्योंकि उनकी जमीन उनको मिलनी चाहिए और इसराइल वाले अपनी जमीन ले, कौन रोक रहा है? तो फिलिस्तीन का भी नहीं कह रहा कि आप अपने इंश्योरेंस चले जाइए, लेकिन कह सकते थे 1948 में. They could say that they had right. We don't allow our land to you. You are outcomer. You go out from your invaders. We don't need you. But rather than being thankful to the Palestinian people, these people looted them, robbed their land, robbed their houses. I have seen interviews of many seniors and veterans who say their houses were looted and robbed, and they were thrown away, and they had no place to leave that country, and they left that country. And unfortunately, it happened. But if you know now, facts are different. Israel, whatever Israel says, 98% is lies. Lies, you can say. Whatever Israel is a liar. Like our country leaders are liars, Israel is a liar. Same way US president believes in them, which is nonsense. Same way UK president, Prime Minister believes in them, that's nonsense. Why should they believe something else? But UK is something, spicy. It doesn't cares only for one, like Biden or USA cares for, so German cares for, so they don't care for Palestine people. And ultimately, you can say most West countries, you can call West countries, particularly American oriented, those are with Israel. None of them supports Palestine, and that is main cause. What is the reason that they are supporting Israel? What is the reason that our government Bharat India is supporting Israel? There should be some reason. Means what reason? The only commercial reason is there, or only defense reason is there? What reason is there? That's a question mark. Means why are you worried about those? Why don't you think of immunity and rights? If suppose my land is snatched by someone, my land is robbed, so shall I be happy? How can Palestine accept this? How could we accept that British came here and did we accept them? We did not accept them. Yeah, I was in 1985 when some very veteran person, I talked to him there in London, and he said that there were 3,000 criminals. They were in jails and they were given exit from this country, UK, and they reached somewhere else, and they reached your country also, and you can say you use the formula what I say, guest is God. Atithi Devo Bhave, we call in our language Atithi Devo Bhave. We got that was that's of course our sentimental formula, emotional formula, but that doesn't fit in the current society because okay, guest there, you got guest just for a couple of days, and after that you cannot say the person guest because that person becomes a resident from from invasion. Don't why if that person invades you, what should you do? If a guest says, "Oh, get out from this, it's my home," what shall you do? Without any paper or any claim, but the guest says, "Oh no, I am your guest. Now you are a host, but now I am host and you are my guest. I changed the equation. I reverse this. So you get out of here, run away. I'll kill you." I use a dragger and says I clear use a gun and says we didn't have gun that time in before I think somewhere in around 1900 no 1850 somewhere around we didn't have guns. That British told me why you didn't use a gun, you people didn't know how to operate guns. Well, I was surprised of his answer and the faction. He said, "It's not our fault, it's your fault. You exceed. You welcome those people. Those people have gun. They got guns from you, and gradually they took over your land. They don't take guns. And, okay, I just use air strikes and things, just like Israel is doing." So that the response was really very much impressive, and that was very veteran. This license, he was unhappy that day. On 15th August 1947, your country hoisted first time your tricolor. I told that my colleagues what India is doing, Bharat is doing, what British is doing is this: they are going to spoil this country themselves, and nobody will be held responsible for that. We handled their country for so many decades, and now this country will go to ruins. And this happened because they had this idea in mind that they were a sleeping society. They considered our society a sleeping one. we are not scientifically advanced, we are not having an educational base, we don't have anything except few lawyers were there around, what say, 1000 or more. What I'm saying, I'm not going to retrieve our history, but what I'm saying is we have to be considered, particularly young generation of our country. They are misled by many media like WhatsApp and like many political parties mislead them, many institutions mislead, the government itself mislead them. They should not be misled. Mobile is not everything in life. You have to take books, you have to read them, you have to go to history, you have to find them, you have to find right authors who can give you photos, you find reliable information. Don't believe in this political people or IT cells, maybe BJP or IT, Congress or whatever else. I'm not with anybody because IT cell is not authentic one. IT cell cannot help you for everything. You have to get help, you must reliable, and for the reliability is very important. But your information should be genuine, it should be correct, it should be considerable, it should be clear, it should be concept. It's not conceptual, it doesn't mean anything. We have to be very serious about this case. So what I'm coming back to point, and the point back to point while saying back to work, is that Israel-Palestine issue. Now it is of course good news and pleasure that some agreement has reached between two parties, and that is Israel and Palestine host, what you call it, Hamas. Of course, we have to use both names, Palestine Hamas, because Hamas is particularly defense, you can say virtually defense force for Palestine. Of course, it's not regular one, it's not statutory, because Palestine itself is not a statutory. How can you say, of course, a country which doesn't taxes, the government doesn't taxes, or there's no parliament at all? Maybe means that's on informal, but that Hamas cannot be called official army, but virtual army, I should say. They have every right to defend themselves. They have every right to offend, of course, because now people say on 7th October, why they offended? They offended rightly because people do not know what happened before 7th October for 7 decades. People didn't know many conflicts happening there. Of course, unknown conflicts, because there was no internet on those days. There was no YouTube in those days. There was no media in those days. There were no, you can say, many channels in those days, and all information were concealed. They didn't know what is happening. Even when they were young, they don't even know where was location of Palestine on map, is the location of Israel, and many people even they don't know where's Lebanon and where Libya and all that. Means those who have been in those countries, they knew, but these people they know nothing at all, and that's why very much concernable point we have to see. Means I'm not going to say you accept the thought, but analyze something, try to understand something. Don't just keep your eyes closed and mind closed and say, oh, this is right and this is wrong. You cannot say what Hamas did was right or wrong. First, you have to understand that same way. You have to see what Israel thinks and how does it act and what degree of lies it delivers. Means what the US thinks of, and are they regular in their policy, are they uniform in their talks? They are not uniform. US cannot talk one way, it talks according to whatever it suits it, and the same way UK talks whatever it suits in the German, or you can take France, or no, there are so many changes because of civil killings, genocide we call it. Of course it is genocide. सच कहते हैं ये कत्ले आम जनता का कत्ल आम किया गया है. आप माने या ना माने, ये पहली बार नहीं हुआ है, वहां पे पहले भी हुआ है. 70 साल से ऑफकोर्स इस स्केल पे नहीं हुआ है, लेकिन हुआ है. आप जब आए जिस देश में, उनके लोगों को धक्के मार के निकाल देना क्या है. 8-9 लाख लोग, ज्यादा बल्कि, धक्के मार के निकाले गए पैलेस्टाइन से. क्रिश्चियन भी थे, मुस्लिम्स भी थे, मैं मिला हुआ तो से धक्के मार के आप उनको निकाल दें उनकी जमीन से, क्योंकि आप पावरफुल हैं. आप शायद जीव से उनसे पिट के आए थे हिटलर से, तो आपके पास थोड़ी स्टैमिना रहा होगा. आप जानते थे कि पिटाई कैसे होती, क्योंकि आप पिटे थे. अच्छी बात, मैं ये नहीं कर आपको नहीं पता था, लेकिन ये लोग नहीं जानते थे, जैसे हमारे देश के लोग नहीं जानते थे कि आखिरी हुआ क्या है. ये नहीं जानते थे, इन्होंने उस चीज का फायदा नहीं उठाया. वो जानते थे कि इनको एक बार धक्का मार दें यहाँ से तो ये क्या कर लेंगे हमारा. इनके पास वेपन नहीं है, इनके पास फौज नहीं है, हमें फौज की जरूरत नहीं. हम तो जानते हैं लड़ना, और हम बंदूक लेके आएंगे, उनको मारेंगे, शूट कर देंगे, घर से मारेंगे, लठी मारेंगे, बंदूक भी नहीं होगी तुम. और उन्होंने ऐसा किया. अब देखिए, छोटे बच्चे रहे होंगे उस टाइम, जो आज बड़े बड़े हो गए हैं. 70 साल पहले की बातें हो रही हैं. जो उस टाइम पैदा भी नहीं होंगे, वो भाव हो गए जनरेशन, यंग जनरेशन, उन्हें क्या पता क्या हुआ है. जो बेचारे बूढ़े थे, 70 साल के हैं अब, या 75-80 साल के हैं अब, वो बाहर कहीं रहते हैं. कोई ऑस्ट्रेलिया में रहता है, कोई यूएसए में रहता है, कोई कहीं रहता है. जैसे भी किसी को चांस मिला चले गए होंगे. अब वो अपने बच्चों को क्या बता पाए होंगे, क्या नहीं बता पाए होंगे. सबको कमाने की होती है, खाने की होती है, दोबारा बसना इतना आसान नहीं होता है. आप जाके किसी कंट्री में रहे तो 15-20-30 साल तो आपको वहाँ एडजस्ट होने में लग जाते हैं. तो उनके बच्चों को जो इन्फॉर्मेशन मिलती है वो उसी को मान लेते हैं. जैसे हमारे देश के बच्चे कुछ एनालाइज नहीं करना, कुछ डिस्कवर नहीं, उन्हें पकी पकाई दे दो, just given cooked food and they will eat it just like it's happening now. You got food, order food and get cooked food at home, and don't prepare any food, don't cook any food in the kitchen, don't make anything, and just get food delivery, home delivery free of cost, and you get fats filled food which is detrimental to health. Same thing, if you get everything delivered free of thinking, free of contemplation, free of coordination, free of application of mind, you get your mind polluted, and that's what's happened. Our generation and old generations both have different culture. Current generation doesn't believe in writing, doesn't believe in, you can say, reading, doesn't believe in analyzing, doesn't believe in, or if you cannot analyze something, you cannot say speak for something, research for something, you cannot find correct answer. Pattern of objective is very high these days. Oh, these are answers, objective questions, you just answer one. You will not think anything. I mean, you will not analyze something. No need writing anything. Won't write an essay or proceed or something. Won't do it. So you will not. And same way, you shall not write. We used to write everything when we were in our students' classes in college, or you can say schools. We could not remember, so we used to write and say, oh, by writing itself, I could remember, say, 50%, 60%. At least writing was improved. And then you read again, you'll 20% more memorize, and then likewise you can say you could completely remember it. And when you memory, when you have memory, you use one thing, then other subject you write. So there can be coordination between two information, because information remains available in your mind. So this subject is this subject is this formula is this formula. I can say we can link these two. Mind working increases capacity of mind, enhances itself. Nobody can stop that, and that's the reason that mind action can be increased only by reading, writing, analyzing, thinking, and all those coordination is called complete coordination, mental coordination. Left is for right is coordination. Coordination has to be made further perfect, but I find in current generation it's not possible. They just for anything, oh, I search in Google and I search this and that, I get information. So you are a search mind, you are not working mind. You only search. Only search is not enough. You have to understand first. If your mind doesn't give answer, you search in your mind. If your mind doesn't give answer, you get something. Though I'm not deviating from topic, I'm just coming back to topic, and topic is right past time. Very significant topic in this current time, 2023, because this is a dangerous aspect, because the society is at risk. It doesn't matter how many people are. It doesn't matter if you have killed 14,000, 30,000 people, civilians at moment. Then it's a question. You have killed about 6,000, 5,500 children, 3,000 women. Then what's left? How many men? Just take 13,000 minus 6,000 minus 3,000, 9,000. So only 4,000 men. So majority of kids and women you have killed in these civil attacks. I should not say it is airstrike to military, it is civil attacks. You are fighting, you are quarreling. War has been going on between Israel and civil population, or you can say population or people of Palestine. And this is not acceptable as a war. This is genocide. War can be between armed forces and armed forces, and not what has been going on, what has been going on. And it is a big question mark. We have to differentiate like this. Maybe somebody would criticize me, many people criticize me. I have seen on postings, on my own postings, people say this engineer has got mad. One person wrote like this. Well, it's up to that person. You can write whatever you wish, that this engineer, by chance I'm engineer, a very, very small engineer, civil engineer, this engineer has got mad. This engineer, what he wrote, this engineer is son of mullah. Okay, if I am son of mullah or not mullah, how does it make a difference? If I'm explaining something, and I just wrote to him, don't you talk nonsense, and that's it. Don't talk nonsense, because when I say don't talk nonsense, because you are using out of sense. Your sense doesn't know what to do, what to speak. If I talk of Palestine, if I say yes, these people are bad, Israel is bad, our prime minister is bad, if I say they are like Hitler, what's wrong with that? What Israel has done, what Netanyahu has done, is it not more than Hitler could do? Tell me, Hitler is a word now. It's not a man. It's a verb. You can say something you do in a way what Hitler did can be said that person is like Hitler. Same way, Modi supports him. So Modi is also supporting him, is supporting Hitler. Same way, Biden, this, so he's also, what's wrong with that? This is, इसका दिमाग खराब हो गया है, पागल हो गया है. This engineer has got, okay, no problem. I am mad, no problem. I am an educated person. I understand. You people cannot think more than that because your bhakt and the bhakt cannot think. Please, every don't mind it. If you cannot use your mind, you are bhakt. And if you use mind only for something which you cannot analyze or don't consult your mind, then you are also bhakt. Okay, you have mind, you are using it, but you are not using it perfectly. You say, okay, it's okay, what I said is okay, I don't listen to you. If you don't listen to me, you listen to yourself. If you use your mind shall be your guide, your mind shall be your director, your mind shall be your supporter, your mind shall speak to you. But you don't want to listen to your mind, and that's your problem, not my problem. What can I say? It's up to you. You're master of your work, you're master of your life. But I know mind has no relation to anything. Mind is God's gift. If one uses mind, that person uses blessings of God. Blessings of God's lie in your mind, and blessings doesn't mean only blessings with faith, blessings of knowledge, blessings of illuminations, blessings of, you can say, whatever knowledge you could draw, whatever knowledge you can get, that is blessing. Blessing doesn't mean, oh, you long live. No, no, it's not that blessing. Or you, after marriage, you can say, oh, you got two sons or three sons, that's my blessing. No, it's not that. This blessing is knowledge, application of knowledge. When you work, you apply your knowledge. And when you apply your knowledge, you know, oh, this is an error. Somebody tells this is an error. Your mind will tell you this is an error. You will rectify that error, remedy that error. That's very, very important point. If you can understand this, that's fine. Well, मैं ये नहीं कह रहा कि आप ऐसा देखिए. माइंड जो है ना आपके पास, वो वेल्थ है जिसके सामने अरबों खरबों या पूरी दुनिया की वेल्थ भी छोटी पड़ जाती है. आपकी जो वेल्थ अरबों खरबों की है ना, वो आपकी नहीं है. होंगी आप उसके अकाउंट में, आपके होगी, सब कुछ होगा, लेकिन मत भूलना अगर आपकी होती तो आप उसको ऊपर लेके जा सकते थे. इस चीज को नहीं भूलना. Don't forget that this wealth doesn't belong to you. It is only relatively your ownership, nothing else. No wealth can go to you. No wealth belongs to any country. I can say no wealth belongs to any person. All wealth belongs to God. Earth is God's property. You cannot own it at all. You can use it. You are living on this earth only for travel purpose, and this is not your ownership. No piece of land is your ownership, but we are all using that. We should not forget that. World has all resources. Earth has got every resource, and that resource can lead your economy. It's not economy is something, oh, it's economy subjectified into economic, and no, it's earth and wealth. Earth wealth filled within. There is wealth within earth, and that wealth is in this 6,500 kilometer diameter ball we have here, and we have to be reliable on that. And also there is aerospace we have to be reliable. That's we have to be very serious that nothing belongs to anybody. It may be Israel or Palestine or UK or England or Bharat or whatever it is. Everything belongs to that power whom we do not know by face, whom with what we feel by in soul. And soul, that's why I say it's very important. It's not visible. It cannot be visible because yes, your mind can see it. If you have power, if you have developed your soul, if you can analyze, if you when you as much as analysis you do, as much thinking leads to analysis, as much thinking you can do, you would reach a stage that you will meet God. This is my guarantee to you. You try it and do it. Every scientist watched God. Every scientist had meeting with God. Every scientist got information from God, and that is also true. Otherwise, science could not move that further. So, science itself is a religion. Engineering itself is a religion. Do not think that Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Isai, etc., are religions. No. Soul means engineering. Soul means medical. Soul means science. Soul means knowledge. Soul means humanity. So we have to be human first. I don't care for any religion, believe me. This is your way. You believe in or don't believe in, you follow it or don't follow it. My religion is work for God. And work for God means work for globe, improve it, do not break it. And because this globe is home for all people, do not break people. All 8 billion now, or whatever population, everybody is resident of this earth and has to use this earth until day when one departs from here or goes away forever, not to come back in same body. One may come in different body, which I don't know, I cannot say. That is what I'm saying. Israel has to change its mind. Palestine must be contained by Israel. Palestine must be given separate recognition by Israel. Palestine must be given its rights, and compensation must be given by Israel to all these killings because these killings are not acceptable in human terms, in legal terms, in world terms, in defense terms, in whatever terms you can consider, we cannot accept this. And not only here, everywhere. Russia is playing games with Ukraine, NATO is supporting Ukraine. Russia thinks that it has lost certain base. It wants to reinstate its base through Israel, Palestine. No problem, it's up to him. But you did something there, you are supporting someone else here, that's also a point to be considered. I know that all lies, US lies, Israel lies, they lie only, and this is habit of people to lie. Without lying that America is lying, we know that Israel is lying. There are so many structures that Israel built there below ground, and now it says this Hamad construction, and that is major lie itself. Tunneling is very a big question mark. As I said, this is war, and in war, nobody knows what is right or what is wrong, what is fact or what is not fact, what is physical or what's not physical. I'm an engineer. I know what is tunnel. I know what's purpose of this. And when Israel supported that Hamas that time, they deliver technology also. That's why they know there's tunnel. But you see, if hospital building is there, and you say there's a tunnel in that. No, what's wrong with that? Tell me. General public I'm talking to, what's wrong with that? Hospitals generally do have tunnels if you construct them according to current technology or say 5 decades technology. All then it's not necessary, but it is useful because there are so many buildings in hospitals, OPD building, operation building, so many buildings are there. This home, that home, nurses area. Likewise, you can say 5 or 6 buildings. One building is prime, and that's called main hospital building, or OPD building is separate one, nurses there, residence block is other one. But main building is always there in every hospital, which contains many, all you can say, beds, wards, and everything, operation theater, this and that. You can say generally it's multi-storied, or you can say it depends on requirement, how many beds are there. Maybe it's 5 stories, 6 stories, 10 stories, depends upon what happens that every floor requires services, building services. And those services are magnanimous, means not a small service for 2 or 3 floors. It's big one because many services, medical purpose and non-medical purpose, are to be provided, and equipments are to be placed in. So what is done, because basement is created, is constructed, sometimes one, sometimes more, and these basements provide services, machines, and everything. But this must get power, this must get support. From where to get it? We have to install transformers, the chillers, or package units, or whatever electrical supplies, and whatever else you can say, whatever is required, whatever gases are required, means you have to construct another building for that. It's just in adjacent area, and that is called service area or service support for that building, which is also quite considerable. And that service has to be supplied. How? You cannot take it through above ground. You cannot take that one. You have to construct bridges in that case. So what is done between that distance, whatever, 50 meters or 10 meters or 40 meters or 100 meters, depending on location, service tunnel is provided below, which is not seen from ground, is connected from basement to that below area of service, and from there taken connected. So that is tunnel, which cannot be said that it is for use of fighting or for bombing or for taking. No, it's not for army purpose, it's for building services purpose or required services purpose. So just as a clarification made to you, and there's nothing wrong with that. I did work in one hospital, and there was tunnel as utilities tunnel, we generally call it utilities tunnel. Services means utilities. So it is provided generally in every hospital, major considered hospital, and there's nothing wrong with that. I say so. Don't have misconception about this. Israel knows it, and everybody knows it, but they won't support anyone because they know, let them fight together, let them quarrel together through war. Two parties are fighting, two nations are fighting, or society fighting. So they just try to shed away responsibility. But fact is, you can ask any engineer, will tell you, and this cannot be done without injuring. And you have to construct tunnel, means it's you do a lot work here, a lot activity there, and that will be visible. So it was considered long back. Israel was there in itself. In I think in 80, 86 sometime, 40 years back, they had some good relations with them. And Hamas was formed later on in 87. Before that, Hamas was not there. So they took control that, and they did for themselves. And later on, so what happened, I do not know how they would do from there. But now again, they know where it's done. But copying that or understanding that technology. China might have provided, I don't know who provided, China provided or Russia provided, or you can say Iran provided certain technology to these people who are good in pick up. I know they speak up, Palestine citizens are very good in intelligence. Of course, they know English also from beginning itself, particularly Christian people. Christian people of Palestine were expert in English. I used to work with them. Of course, other communities, they're not that much, but those who qualified from Lebanon, many qualify from Lebanon, they qualify from Egypt, they qualify from America itself, and they qualify Lebanon. In Lebanon, there are universities like American University or French University, or those who qualify from American University, they know good English. Good means fluent and not exactly grammatical, but working English, you can say. And those who qualify for French, they do not know English, they know French. Same way, those who qualify from directly from Australia or from England or from there, they go like this and they know English. So Hamas people, or you can say Palestine support army, they knew English and they could understand sciences. If you explain to them, they understand. They can read drawing if they are engineers, even diploma holders from there are engineers. They can understand drawings. They can calculate very well. They can talk very well. So I don't say first of all, one difference, they're very much hardworking. This I have seen. Even our people are not that much hardworking. They know how to operate machines. In those days, I'm talking about 85, 85, 86, 87, 81. In those days, our country, they don't know even what was excavator. Our country, they don't know what was bulldozer like excavator or JVC. This come later on. We did not use concrete pump in those days, but we worked there in Iraq and other countries with all these machines. So they were expert in those. They knew very well drawing, they know mechanism, they means far advanced in technology, mechanism, and you can say mechanical work. So they might know technology when construction of hospital was done. So they applied that through support of probably China. Again, I say China or Iran or probably Russia because they have good relations with Russia, and they did secret work. Maybe precast technology they used, precast technology, and they constructed very complicated infrastructure of tunneling throughout throughout this part of Palestine where wars been going on, and this is really very much complicated. Means there is a city behind a city. This could be possible. Means tunneling city, you can say tunnel city, and there's an exposed city. But every country has right. You can't if you construct ourselves in our country. We have constructed metro in Delhi and around us because there's also city. This metro city, people go thousands and thousands and thousands of people travel every day. So this is also city. So that is their city. Means you can call the bunker city. It's all like bunkers. Explosion proof or not proof, at least resistant if not proof. It depends upon what depth it is. Means maybe 15 meters, 20 meters, just like metro station, it's somewhere 50 meter down, somewhere 40 meter down. So I don't think there should be issue, there should be an issue on this. मैं नहीं समझता कि इस पे कोई बात गलत होनी चाहिए. अगर उन्होंने टनल बनाई है तो भाई उनकी टेक्नोलॉजी, उनकी हिम्मत है, आपको किसने रोका है? कोई बनाना गैर कानूनी तो नहीं है ना. हाँ, वो कोई एटॉमिक पावर यूज नहीं कर रहे हैं, वो अपने डिफेंस के लिए कर रहे हैं. हर कंट्री बंकर बनाती है. बंकर तो इराक में भी बने थे, बंकर यूएसए में भी होंगे, बंकर सब डिफेंस एरियाज में होते हैं. तो उसमें गलत क्या है? अगर आप अनाज रखने के लिए साइलो बनाते हैं, वो भी बंकर बनाते हैं छोटे से. अगर आप अपना बंकर बनाते हैं, उसके लिए आपको दुनिया की परमिशन की जरूरत तो नहीं है ना. हम बेसमेंट बनाते हैं, उसको परमिशन गवर्नमेंट की चाहिए ना, दुनिया की तो नहीं चाहिए. वही बात है. जो समझ आ गया बोल दिया, जो नहीं समझ आया नहीं बोला. हम दूसरे पे बस हमने ये तुम गलत हो तो गलत हो, हमने कह दिया गलत हो. नहीं, ये नहीं कह सकते. हमने कह दिया गलत हो तो गलत हो, हमने कह दिया हम ठीक है तो हम ठीक है. नहीं भाई, आप अपने आप को ठीक कैसे कहते हैं? एक्सप्लेन कीजिए, जस्टिफाई कीजिए, और वो गलत कैसे जस्टिफाई कीजिए. अगर आप जस्टिफाई करें मान लेंगे, नहीं तो हम जस्टिफाई करेंगे आप गलत हैं. That's what's required. Means we have to justify. If you are saying you are right, justify it. If you are saying that person is wrong, justify it. You have to explain. You have to give reason. Otherwise, you cannot lament on someone. Oh, you are wrong and I am right. No, this is not acceptable. If Israel is right, justify it. If Palestine is right, justify it. If Palestine is wrong, justify it. Israel is justified. You have to be fair. It doesn't matter even I'm Biden or I'm Sunak or I'm, it doesn't matter anything. They are only individuals. Prime Minister is not God. President is not God. They are human beings. They're elected only. That's the only difference. Elected representative of people and nothing else. They are not country. They are not society. They are not being killed. Civilians are being killed. Leaders are not vehicles. Children are being shame onto all these leaders. Shame onto all these Hitlers, I can say, including our Prime Minister. He doesn't say anything. He has no guts. He has no tongue to speak against Israel. Nonsense it is. They killed 6,000 children, and our Modi is busy in cricket match. He is busy in elections. What personality you have, Mr. Modi? You have no words for them. You are a Bharat Prime Minister means 140 crores people don't have a word to speak against Israel. Why? Are you slave to Israel? What your relation with Israel is? You may have relations, many countries have relations, but what does it mean? You can't speak against deaths of children. You only say, oh, no, 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 you don't. No, you do not speak anything. Means you only bring your friendship between Netanyahu on higher level than nation. That's not acceptable. Same way Biden did. Why? And Netanyahu, oh, I think this president of Turkey, Erdogan, rightly spoke that he is spoiled child. He is a spoiled child. He said, I don't consider this person. I don't want to talk to this man. There's no meaning talking such a person. Why should I talk to this person? No, no, and no. Means he derecognized it. He doesn't accept the prime minister of the country. And President, forget about President of Israel, who says that every Palestinian is a terrorist. If President of a country says that, it's a question mark. President of Israel says every Palestine is a terrorist, and those who support Hamas, they are terrorists. I am terrorist for him because I am supporting Hamas. Say Russia supports Hamas, Russia is terrorist. Say Iran supports for them. If you support Hamas, you are terrorist. If you support Israel IDF, you are not terrorist. People do not know why so many crimes have been done by Israel army, Israel police against Palestinians. Political crimes means somebody means they have no rights. First of all, people don't also know that Hamas is a political group. Hamas is not terrorist. It's a political party like it got victory in elections. They are having local governments there. One is West Bay that is ruled by PLO. That is what is the name of man? Bas. And here is different one. This is Palestine, Palestine part west. This is Gaza, and here is Hamas government. It's political party, and they have various supports for them. Just like China has political party, it rules country. It is same constitution is used. So it depends on those people if they accept this. What wrong is there? Means if Palestine people accept them as they're responsible for this, it's up to them. Why should we be in confrontation with them? It's their right. It's their right. I can't stop them. You can't stop them. As we say, we have one constitution. Nobody objects. We accept. The world accepts this. So if Palestine people tell everybody these are our supported people, why you call them terrorists? And on what basis President of Israel calls every citizen, every member of Palestine society is a terrorist, or those who support Hamas is terrorist? Means these people have got really mad. I can say if president talks like this, if prime minister talks like this, they are mad. In their concept, they only one goal, and that goal is every Palestinian should leave this area or we kill all you. That is fact. They want to eliminate every Palestinian from this land, but that is not acceptable because they want to repeat what Hitler did. He removed them by whatever method. They want to do same thing. They want to do the same thing. Unfortunately, they are little unfortunate also. Unfortunately, I'm saying they are little unfortunate because tunnel city could not allow them to do it. Tunnel infrastructure did not allow to do it. Problem is if suppose IDF soldier enters one tunnel successfully and there is no person to stop him from Palestine Hamas, and in that case person enters into that pierces in but cannot come back. That is only horrifying for them because it may be interconnected inside. All routes are interconnected, and that person shall be lost inside. And if lost inside means gone, what is happening? when these tanks, Israeli tanks reach there in those areas, or army people reach there, IDF reach there. These people come, these Hamas fighters come from inside. They know that they are coming. They shoot them and run away. They use their missile or whatever it is immediately, and they escape into the tunnel. And that's a problem for IDF. Unofficially, I can say around 3,000, around, not exact, I'm saying could be less, could be more. And this is, I think, 2,895, 90, something like that. 3,000 soldiers they have lost, while formally they say only 68 soldiers have been lost. So this is a big step, big, you can say, hack on Israel, big hack, big shock, you can say. And that is reason Netanyahu is worried, Israel is worried. They know it's not possible to move like this, but they have to move. They want to eliminate Hamas. People also don't know that Israel has got already public this called prisoners in their jails from Palestine who are around 10,000. Before war, it was say 7,000 something. And after it, they increased more and more. Now they are around 10,000. But there are many, 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 you can say thousands and thousands who have been there in jails since 2015. What's their fault? If you just do some say somebody you speaks to soldier in the bad voice and he shoots you or you shoot him, or yes, child is arrested, 15-year child, 10-year child, from school they are arrested, from homes they are arrested. What's the fault? They want demonstration, they want to speak something against Israel, they have to go on roads for demonstration purpose, like whatever it is, every act they do is considered crime, offending crimes, offense crimes, and they are arrested. Means our revolutions which we did for for British, against the British, were they crimes? These were crimes in eyes of British. Same way, these are crimes in eyes of Israel government, but these are not crimes in eyes of world. So they have been keeping them in prison for so many years. People do not know that they are like hostages because they will not get benefit from Supreme Court of Israel. They won't get a benefit. They go on hunger strikes. They demonstrate that they do not eat food for many, many days. Many have lost their lives also. This government doesn't allow them for treatment in hospitals, cancer patients, other patients. What I'm saying is, your 240 citizens who were kidnapped that day are more significant than those thousands and thousands who have been in your jails without food, without any medical support, without any criminal charges, just in detention, charges you kept them, just like our country, UAP. They do that. So, how far is it logical? We have to see. We cannot be blind eyes. There is no meaning at all. Why should I be blind eyes? We have to talk clearly, explicitly. सही नहीं बोलेंगे, समझ के नहीं बोलेंगे तो क्या कहा जाता है? बेवकूफ़ कहा जाता है। मैं बेवकूफ़ क्यों बनूं भाई? भगवान ने दिमाग दिया है, भगवान ने नॉलेज दी है, सोच सकते हैं, सोचें मुझे क्या लेना है फिलिस्तीन से और क्या लेना है इसराइल से, लेकिन मानवता तो मानवता है। अगर आज हम इंफॉर्मेशन पा रहे हैं इंटरनेट की वजह से, न्यूज़ की वजह से, यूट्यूब की वजह से, तो पहले नहीं पाते थे, इसलिए पहले नहीं पता था। हमें तो ये भी नहीं पता था कि फिलिस्तीन किस बला का नाम है, इसराइल किस बला का नाम है। बल्कि मैंने तो इराक में ऐसे ही बोल दिया था, एक बात कर रहे थे किसी अरबी से, वो शायद फिलिस्तीन ही होगा, मुझे नहीं मालूम कौन था उस टाइम, 82 की बात है। तो मैंने बोल दिया ऐसी बात बात में, यार इसराइल है। कहता है देयर इज नो इसराइल। उसने मुझे बड़े आराम से बोला अरबी में, कमरे के अंदर बैठे थे। कहा देयर इज नो इसराइल इन वर्ल्ड, हियर यू हैव टोल्ड मी, आई टोल्ड यू नो देयर इज इसराइल, सी मैप। Oh, forget it. You have spoken here inside cabin, inside product cabin and camp on the road. Don't tell anybody. Otherwise, you shall be in problem. This is Iraq. Here, we don't recognize Israel. Same thing I told someone from Iran that this is Bay of Bengal, Arabian Sea. Oh no, this is not Arabian Sea. This is Persian Gulf. Means people are different. I didn't know what to talk or what not to talk. But that person said, there is no recognition. Sorry, excuse me. So there is no recognition of Israel in our world. Israel doesn't exist. It was 1982, you can say. This means, and also I told you before also, before that in Qatar, I was there in 1985 to 89. And I used to read tenders. I used to go through analytical work of bids and contracts, general conditions, weather conditions. The condition was specifically mentioned in every contract that if bidder got certain dealings, certain commercial relations, or whatever else on contractual terms with Israel, whoever it may be, that person has to stop that to an extent, to a limit. This contract period is concerned. I could not understand that. And in lieu of that, if that bidder considers that some loss is reached, you can cover that in cost. You can include that loss, or you can say you can include that loss in cost, but you shall not be allowed to have any kind of relations, business relation, commercial relation with state of Israel. That was in every context. I'm talking about Qatar, state of Qatar. And generally, those general conditions were used all over Gulf countries. You can say GCC nations. I could not understand that time what was problem, but superficially we try to understand why from these people, from Iran people, from Palestine people, mm, Egyptian people, Lebanon people. I came in interaction with everybody. But we were not political. We did not discuss politics there because it was not good also. When you do not know anything, how can you just interact with them? You can get information just in casual talking or something. But they also did not talk about what this happened. I never heard Palestine colleagues to discuss with me this. They will discuss only general what's happening in India, Bharat, and how is your family, how is your work, and we just used to talk about construction, drawings, designs, etc., etc. We did not have gossiping time, and just as of course they used to talk me sometime. Many Palestinians, others, oh, you speak good English, you write good English. If I send my son to your country, India, shall it be like that? Of course, that is appreciation for our country. I was happy with that. I was pleased with that. Of course, maybe I'm not so good in English. I'm not good in writing as well as speaking. Of course, maybe something I speak now because of experience, not because of education. Education is private that much because I'm an engineer, and engineering English is not considered very good study because every subject remained in engineering, and so we had to study. There was no question of good grammar or good translation. Means, and okay, we are still better than the Lebanese people or Egyptian people or other nationalities of Arab who, of course, now I can't say that. In those days, I even one of my engineer Khalid, which is Khalid, he was qualified from French university and not from American university. And he say, means they learned from us like this, as we say. It means he say, he go yesterday, he go yesterday. Of course, it's grammatically wrong, but we should not blame him. That person doesn't know English. So it is enough if he says he go yesterday, means yesterday he knows. He no go. Of course, he went. होना चाहिए था, लेकिन okay, no problem. It doesn't matter. Meaning is understood. Language means you should understand. Communication should be clear, and that's important. But now we understand. And there was another engineer senior to me, and that was from American University. He talked good English. He used to write, but he also tried to improve. And that person was also not very good in writing. He used to copy from what we used to write. Okay, fine. It's everybody's thought. And I got one engineer from Egypt also. He was quite young, and this was in 2004 itself. And he was still is my friend, and he used to ask me many. When I used to, he knew a very poor English, and he used to learn everything. For example, I used to tell him my country's local name is or Hindi name is Bharat. He could not understand. So just like your name is Mishra, Egypt and Misra. We have Bharat. He was spell me. I wrote in Bharat. He remembered that. I told him about a magistrate one time. He could not understand what I'm talking about magistrate. What's magistrate? I told him this magistrate is a judge who gives judgment in criminal cases. It's like that. Those people try to know, but now it's different. Now the young generation is very smart. I have seen videos in this Palestine case and other cases also, females and males, young, they speak very good English and they argue, they debate. And if we compare it to old people, it's just like we have here, our people also know good English. I cannot say that, but just knowing English is not enough. That's my point. You can get good job, I understand. You can get good package in international companies, multinational companies, but that is one part of life, not every part of life. Conducting analysis is very important, which is missing in current generation. Conducting coordination is very important, which generation do not understand what is coordination. So you can say analysis, or you can say coordination, or you can say quality itself. Quality includes every requirement, and same way I'm saying quality in this war is very bad. Why I'm using quality here in this war is because Israel is not showing that it's a quality country, and America is not showing it's a quality country. And same statement applies to UK and Germany and Italy and whoever those, Canada and Australia. They may be very good countries, they may be Western or not Western countries, they may be advanced countries, they may be powerful countries, but they are not quality countries because they talk whatever suits to them and not to other one. America destroyed Iraq, killed Saddam. He destroyed, Libya, killed Colonel Gaddafi. Same way they destroyed many parts of world. Afghanistan they destroyed, and they destroy likewise. Now they also do the Houthis in Yemen. So I can say whatever suits to these people, they do that. Not real requirement, and that's why I'm saying just being political leader is not acceptable. One should be good human. You see, which country likes war? Tell me. If America interferes everywhere, spends money, ultimately it's money of citizen of that country, taxpayers' money. He wastes that money. Maybe he charges from those whom support, but ultimately, killing people for nothing is not acceptable. Why they did not kill Israeli people? Because you want to promote Israel. That's why you do not do that. And you do not want to promote Palestine. And that's why they don't do that. This is the only reason. Arab world is sandwiched between USA and Palestine, in fact. Palestine people should have been supported by Arab, but Arab also missed that. They did not do what should have been done. They just talk, and talk, and even in conference or joint seminar or joint you can say meeting with Arab Islamic countries, no solid or concrete outcome was seen except that declaration, this should be done, that should be done, this should be done, that should be done. There is no courage in anyone, either oil OIC or Islamic groups or Arab, that they should come with front, okay, we attack Israel if Israel doesn't stop war, like people, it doesn't attack, you can say strikes on, you have to stop strikes or we are coming here. Iran should have said Iran should have said we are coming. Many other countries, KS is very significant country. Same way Qatar is very significant country. Means they waited for 47 days, allowing people to be killed. This could be done on first day itself, as Hamas had said. We are ready for this exchange of prisoners. That was right proposition. Means what's wrong? If your people 240 are so beloved to you, our 7,000 are not beloved to us. Just the question is, if Israel is so crazy, so you can say blasted, just about 240 people, what about 7,000 people? So tolerant are Palestinians, you see, and their tolerance has been abused by Arab world, has been abused by Israel, has been abused by UK, and whatever country, Australia, Germany, etc., Canada, and our country, Bharat India, where nobody knows what happened, but they say, I stand with Israel. PM says, I stand with Israel. What do you mean stand with Israel? Why don't you stand with humanity? You have also your own problem. You also have your own problem. You will not solve it. That is main point. You stand with humanity being a soul country. You are saying we are Hindu Rashtra. Where is your soul then? What is dharma? Dharma doesn't recognize any country. It recognizes humanity. It says Bharat is whole world. Where is your Bharat? Not this Bharat, world Bharat. My dear friends, be human first. If you are not human, there is no religion at all for you. There is no word for you. If you cannot respect humanity, if you cannot protect humanity, you are worried about trees, you are worried about cows, you are worried about everything else. You are not worried about human beings. Why? If Palestine human is not human, Israel human is not human, Bangladesh human is not human, what do you mean by that? And Saudi Arab, your money has no use if you cannot speak clearly. Economy is different, but human is above economy. Same thing applies to Qatar. Just these declarations are not enough. I have been in your country for 6 years. I know you are good people, but you have no courage at all. You take 47 days just for this small agreement, and that too ad hoc. That is what I'm saying. Humanity is boring, but there's no quality in you people. You have only theoretical quality, not real quality, and that point is very, very horrific. We have to be. I'm not going to speak much. It's already 1 hour over, and I tried to explain to you what is means basis of this war. There should have been no war if Israel was honest. There should no war if America was honest. In fact, America intends to capture this land. To be very frank, to make its own base in Middle East. It has bases in Qatar. It has bases in Saudi. It has bases in many other countries. It wants to have a defense base here, and that's the only way. And Israel is going to support it. Israel is in lieu getting many money, much money and billions of dollars. So Israel can sell its country. It can sell Palestine. But Palestine is not selling it. Trump offered, saying through son-in-law's agreement that take this money and do what they say, and they did not agree, and that's very important part of it. I'll be back with this if more development happens by that time. Thank you very much. Free Palestine, free Palestine. I would say from River to Sea, Palestine, free Palestine. I will speak on their behalf now. Thank you very much. Okay.